Musician William Ora said, "We had discovered something that people knew eons ago, that polyrhythms, in other words, music with heavily rhythmic, lots of rhythms, can be used for hypnotic induction." There it is again. He goes on and says it's altered states of consciousness and soul travel. Can we just call that spiritualism? I don't want to know what all that is, but in a nutshell, you get this type of music. He says people have known about it for eons. So is there music that for thousands of years has been engaged in tribal, pagan, heathen settings where they're participating in pagan worship in a way that is altering people's state of consciousness, like he called it? That's actually been going on. It's been going on for thousands of years, as he said, and it's been going on all over the world. According to Mickey Hart, who's a scholar of the drum, also happens to be a drummer for a big band, but he says everywhere you look around the world, people are using drums to alter consciousness. So that's important to note. This isn't one culture to blame. This isn't one community. This is a global thing. My friend Christian Berdal, who does a music seminar, he has this little clip from every continent on planet Earth where human beings are, and the pagan tribal music, it sounds the same. It's like the same styles of heavily rhythmic music, and then you get the rock music movement that adopts that style, and you get it brought to the masses. It's paganism, but it's not called that, and then it's brought into churches. It's called Christian, but it's not. He says, "I have discovered, along with many others, the extraordinary power of music, particularly percussion, to influence the human mind and body." Now, to get the proper balance, again, is percussion in and of itself the inherent evil and problem? Well, that beautiful piano that is played so nicely is actually a percussion instrument, isn't it? It's predominantly melodic and secondarily harmonic, and then tertiarily, if we can call it that, a percussion instrument. When the hammer hits the string, that provides the rhythm for the song, so you know where the count is and you know where to sing. Have you ever walked into a health food store where they're playing the new age music and you're not quite sure where the music is going to go next, and it's like bing bong, bing bong, wow, wow, and you're like, "Honey, this is eerie in here. Can we grab," I say to my wife, "Can we grab the almond milk and get out of here?" This is one of the very nice people. I'm not trying to be mean to them. They got dream catchers on the wall and Buddha statues. They're very nice people, but that's a little weird music, right? It's rhythmless. It has, you don't know where it's going to go next. Instead of "A mighty fortress is our God," sacred music. I mean, pick your hymn. Sacred music has body and structure to it, but not lots of rhythm, not poly, not like what he's talking about. People are using it to alter consciousness and get them into that frenzy like pagan worshipers have been doing for millennia all around the world. By the way, did anybody wonder where did they all get that same music from? If they're all on different continents and stuff? Well, there's one of two answers to that, and they could both be correct. Tower of Babel, and then they all just go out from there, and everybody keeps that style, or it's just demonically inspired in separate locations, independent of one another. I don't know. Doesn't really matter at the end of the day. But are you getting the balance? There's a proper balance with the music question, and I want to make sure that we always do what it says in the Spirit of Prophecy. There's a wonderful quotation that says, "The heart must feel the spirit of the song to give it right expression." So we don't want to swing into some extreme view that we're supposed to be, cold and impressed by the truth of God's word. We should have that fervor. We should have that spirit and that understanding.